Guys, you know what time it is. We've got 6 things you should know. And number 1 on our list, it's Friday, which is reason enough to celebrate. But here's another reason: tequila. Because today is National Tequila Day, which means tequila for everyone. Well, maybe not to that one person who tends to act a fool at the office holiday party. Josh is raising his hand. Or maybe that college friend who passes out in front of Margaritaville.
Yeah, we all know a few of them, right? Tequila comes in many forms like Blanco, Agave, and also brands like
Jose Cuervo, Patron, to name a few.
Yeah, be sure your tequila is actually tequila, though, because according to the National Day Calendar.com in Mexico, laws of production with tequila. You can just take this over. I'm just a mess right now.
So the law states that tequila is only tequila if it is made within the Mexican state of Jalisco.
Okay.
I think I should be giving this lesson anyway.
You should. Go ahead.
So whether you're a straight shooter with salt and lime or you enjoy your tequila with a sunrise, make sure to share your dedication on social media with the hashtag National Tequila Day.
I haven't even had tequila. My brain's already just all scrambled today.
You know what? It happens. I think when I think about tequila, I get a little crazy. So.
Do you have a favorite?
No, I can't remember.
What was that sigh? Was it usually like so many of them?
I need to stay away from tequila.
Okay,
is what
yeah.
that sigh
Yeah, you and I both. I'll enjoy it in a margarita every once in a while, but that's pretty much it.
Tequila makes me very emotional. You know, when I hear Mexican music, I start drinking a little tequila, I get a little homesick for Mexico. So it's just like, makes me a little emo.
It's understandable.
Big shout out to Mexico. I love you.
Stick to the other stuff.
I miss you.
Yeah.
All right, guys, moving on to our number 2. AT&T has announced its 5G network is now rolled out nationwide. So the telecommunications company says it's available to 205 million consumers in nearly 400 markets across the U.S. And 5G is the next generation of wireless network technology. It provides increased speeds and bandwidth, and it is expected to improve automation and remote working tools.
But just because it's considered available nationwide, large parts of the country are not yet covered, and you can only use the network if 5G is part of your phone plan and you have a phone that's 5G enabled. AT&T follows behind T-Mobile, which had already rolled out its 5G network in the U.S.
My network has been really slow lately, but I have Verizon. So is this AT&T's way of telling me come over to the dark side?
Quite possibly. So you already have 5G then?
No, I don't, but it's been like, I guess I'm still in 4G, but it's been like super slow lately.
Yeah. Maybe they just slowed it down on purpose.
They're like, wait till you get a hold of this.
Yeah,
it's gonna be amazing. I just need a little bit quicker speed so I can just browse through Instagram as quick as I can.
Don't we all? Remember when 3G was a big thing? They were like, oh, this 3G is rolling out, and now here we are, 5G.
Here we're at 5G. It's a great time to be alive. All right, guys, if you don't already have a mountain bike, it might be a while before you can actually get one. Because of the coronavirus pandemic, shops across the country actually can't keep them in stock.
Yeah, one Colorado bike store owner says he sold out 1 month after reopening the shop's door. Dan Beatty reports.
We usually have rows of bikes in the middle here.
Lee Newhart is the owner of the Great Divide in downtown Pueblo. Since his bike shop reopened back in May, the stockroom has never looked this empty.
We sold all our bikes pretty much in the 1 month period. It was just unbelievable how many people were here buying bikes, accessories, wanted to get out and just get outside.
But as the demand for mountain bikes rise, the supply has dwindled. Because of COVID-19, Newhart fears he won't have mountain bikes for sale until 2021.
China shut down for a while, and that's where some of the products are made. Well, a lot of things were shut down, so things didn't get made up. The new stuff didn't get made up, and the old stuff had run out, and the demand of bikes was just enormous.
Newhart says his business isn't alone. Shops like this one all across the United States are entirely sold out.
I think a lot of people who haven't ridden in a long time were getting out this spring and summer, and hopefully that will continue on. I've seen people out that haven't ridden in a long, long time out on their bikes.
I think it's not just bikes that are sold out. Everything is sold out. I went to Academy the other day. I mean, there's like no weights. All the bikes were gone. All the helmets were gone. Everyone's just trying to be outside and do something.
That's good, though. I'm glad people are like taking advantage of the time, being pent up and actually getting out and exercising and trying to keep alert.
It is a good thing. Maybe we're making some good habits, so we'll stick around.
Let's hope so.
All right, guys, and it looks like HBO Max is racking in subscribers. AT&T announced more than 4 million signed onto the service in 1 month after its launch. So the company started the premium streaming platform back in May, and I guess they're doing really well.
Apparently, it says by the end of June, both HBO and HBO Max had a combined 36.3 million subscribers. That's apparently exceeded expectations. Last year, AT&T said it expects the service to gain 50 million subscribers in the U.S. by 2025.
Are you one of those subscribers?
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
Yep.
All right, guys, and we're talking about Amazon because they're switching to boxes that they say are more eco-friendly and maybe even more fun. So the company says the smaller, lighter containers will more closely match product sizes. So the idea is to squeeze more boxes into each delivery vehicle to cut down on the number of trips required. It's a key part of Amazon's climate pledge.
The company made a commitment to become net zero carbon by 2040. Amazon also publishing ideas for reusing boxes. They include construction plans for an elaborate cat condo, a cardboard fort, and a mini golf windmill. I like all of those.
I have a really quick story. When I was little, I would get the boxes and my mom would cut a square in them and I would pretend that I was giving her the news inside a box.
Here we are.
And here we are. Isn't that a weird thing?
That's awesome.
That's how life works out. I guess it was a good thing. I like manifested it. Or
you had some, you had some practice for the real thing.
All right, guys, and there's a high school senior in Missouri with cerebral palsy who says the only disability in life is a bad attitude, and he's using that mindset to work really hard and walk himself across the graduation stage next week without any crutches.
Alan Shope has the story.
I have cerebral palsy.
For 18-year-old Danny Oakes, the goal is a very individual one.
There were times where, it hurt.
He says a realization of a life walking with crutches is not his life.
The only person who can change who I am is me.
Danny says long ago he made a decision, so he took up wrestling. There were challenges.
This is what I can do independently. This is what I'm struggling with.
Then he set another goal.
After I walked across the gymnasium at my school without the crutches, I was like, let me take this a step further and walk across the graduation stage.
That was a tight deadline, May 8th, but with the COVID crisis, it was moved to July 31st, giving Danny more time.
I would exercise, I would walk on the treadmill, do whatever.
He's been determined to prove.
I want to walk across the stage because my whole life I get asked, can I walk without my crutches? I would always answer someday. Well, why not make someday now?
Do another one.
Life's a mountain. It's only the person that you want to be inside of you that's going to climb that mountain.
I know, that looked good.
The only disability in life is a bad attitude.
What an absolute champion. All right, guys, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, we talk faith and fostering and how this nonprofit is helping young adults in our community get back up on their feet.
And later, we're also headed to the kitchen celebrating Wine and Cheese Day. Maybe a day early. You don't want to miss out on that. We'll be right back.